Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Jo, this is Joey Sewy, and today I've got a fabric haul and some sewing plans for you. It's a long time since I did a fabric haul, which is probably because it's quite a long time since I had a fabric haul. I went to a real life sewing shop in February. Obviously not many of us have had the opportunity to go to real life shops. And also I've been trying to work through my stash because I'm trying to get rid of my fabric stash. But recently I have given myself permission to get a little bit more fabric. Also at the moment I'm working with a stylist to work out what my style is. It sounds fancier than it is. I've signed up to a group thing which is a 25-day style journey. And so I'm actually not sure whether I'm about to sew these things up anyway, regardless of what I might discover on my journey, because we're on day 4, or whether I'll wait. I'm not sure. I think it'll be a bit of both, to be honest. But yeah, the style journey so far is quite interesting. We're at the stage where we're kind of trying to define what our style is, and so I can't give you any conclusions. I will certainly tell you more about it as it progresses, but yeah, I have no conclusions yet. I think if you've watched me for a long time, you will know that it's something that I've been kind of grappling with for, well, I was going to say months, but I think it's probably years. And I'm hoping that I'll get a little bit more clarity just about feeling that I make things at random. If I went shopping, I would be shopping at random, but because I don't really go garment shopping very much, it feels more like I just make what I fancy, which is fine, has its merits, but then I have a wardrobe full of things that I don't know what they say about me, and again, that doesn't need to matter, but it just feels like it's not necessarily me enough. And some days I get dressed and I'm not sure if I feel me enough. So that is what I'm trying to do from my style journey. But you, quite possibly and quite rightly, came for fabric because I said this was a fabric haul. So let's get into the fabric haul. And I think we'll start with the brightest. To be honest, all except one of them are bright anyway. I've got 4 pieces to show you, and I'll show you the one that arrived in my life yesterday. Here it is. How fabulous is that? It's been pre-washed, so it's a little bit creased. And for once in my life, I'm actually trying to film this sat down, which I don't normally do. I normally stand up and walk all over the place, as you know, but I thought I'd try and calm myself down and sit down. Don't know if it's going to work or whether you're just going to get a load of squirming, but anyway, this is what we're doing today. So the colours are showing up pretty well on screen there. It is a pink leopard print, naturally. The fabric type is a stretch denim, so it's got pretty good stretch, widthwise stretch there. I haven't actually measured it yet, but I'd say it's probably got about 10% stretch. If you don't know how to do stretch calculations, basically if you hold a 10 centimetre piece of fabric and it will stretch 1 centimetre, that is 10%. So it's got 10% stretch. You know, your average jersey, and I've got a really high stretch lycra to share with you in a minute, will stretch 100% or more, and they'll stretch in both directions. This fabric doesn't stretch at all lengthways. There you go. But it does stretch widthways, and it is destined to become some ginger jeans. Yep, I think that I need some pink leopard print ginger jeans in my life, apparently. So we're gonna have some pink leopard print ginger jeans in our life. The reverse is quite a nice colour because the reverse is a kind of pink colour. It's not, it looks on camera, there you go, you see a better contrast. It's not as pale as the wall behind me, which is a really delicate pink. That is more like it. It's towards red, but not red. It's definitely pink. So yeah, the reverse is quite nice. I don't know if you could use it reverse because you can see some of the leopard print through, but I might use some of the reverse, I don't know, for inside the jean, the little part of the pocket at the top of your hip. That might look nice. I haven't decided yet, but yeah, I did buy this with the intention of making ginger jeans, the high-waisted style that I show you quite frequently on Instagram. I've made 3 pairs before, and that's what I thought I would make. If you saw my last video, which was my July favourites, I couldn't remember which video it was then, I was in the doldrums because I've had some real fitting issues this month, and so I decided I needed to make something that I know fits, because I've made it before. So that was why I bought some leopard print. I've had this on my eBay wish list for a long time. Good thing I can't remember how much it was, but I'll put a link. I'll put a link down below to the eBay seller. It's called Brunswick Mill, and I'll put the details up on screen. I bought 1.5 meters, and it's worth knowing that this eBay seller, at least, I looked at the price and I didn't really need 2 meters. I know exactly how much I need for ginger jeans because I've made them before, and I only need 1.5 meters. In fact, I only need, this fabric is nearly 60 inches wide, and for that width of fabric I only really need 1.3 meters because I don't have very long legs. So I didn't want to buy 2 meters because I would have ended up with 0.7 of a meter, and unless you want to make a short skirt, which it would make an amazing short skirt, but I'm not going to wear that. So yeah, it felt like there'd be a load of waste, so I emailed them and said, will you sell me 1.5 meters? And they said yes, we will, and they did. So that was fine. So yeah, it's worth asking if you see a fabric, especially on somewhere like eBay, that's priced in 1 meter. Email them, ask them if they'll do 0.5 meter. They might say yes. If they say no, you haven't lost anything. So yeah, pink leopard print stretch denim was my first fabric. My second fabric, I was saying while I showed you that I had some high stretch lycra, and I do, and it's here, and it's purple. It's not quite, I was wondering whether it was actually the identical colour when I picked it up, but it's not. It is a darker, slightly more red purple, isn't it? This is from a seller called Funky Fabrics. I have used them before, and you can see that this one, so if I show you this one, it stretches a long way. It kind of doubles. It's probably not wearable at its maximum stretch, but it also stretches that way. It stretches 4 ways. It stretches every way because it's made for leggings. I will put, if I can find it, details of the exact composition on screen and the price. Funky Fabrics are a specialist stretch fabric supplier online. I've used them before, and I really would recommend them for leggings type fabric. So being a yoga teacher, I've seen all manner of people bend over in leggings, and I've seen why it's important that if you want to bend over in leggings, you need good quality fabric. It's true. So I recommend them because they sell good, dense legging fabric. These I would probably practice as a student in them, but I probably wouldn't teach in them. I'm supposed to wear a black uniform where I teach usually, but they're meant, I'm intending these to be fashion leggings, and they're going to be Avery leggings by Helen's Closet. So yeah, it is a high stretch lycra from Funky Fabrics in a gorgeous purple colour. So in my style journey, if I'm honest, leggings and tunics, I thought I wanted to wear a lot of them, and I kind of do, but when I'm looking at inspiration pictures, I'm not picking that out very much. But maybe I just haven't found the right pictures yet, because I do like wearing them. And this style journey thing is not about changing who you are or pushing you into something that you're not. It's about finding the place that you're comfortable, so you can just feel like you're more coherent in what you make, if it's me, or buy, if it's you. It's made, it's the language is more toward people who buy things, but honestly it doesn't make any difference. You just replace the word buy with the word make. So I am very pleased with this. Again, it's been pre-washed. Avery leggings don't take me very long to make, and I have made them before and I know they fit, so it should be a crying free zone when I attempt to make these ones. We're going away next week, which will mean that most of the rest of July is a no sewing zone, which is a bit depressing. So don't hold your hopes up too high to see any of these finished in my What Did I Sew in July video, because I think it's probably going to be more like What Did I Sew in August. So my next fabric is also a stretch fabric. It's a jersey, and yes, it's also from eBay, not the same seller. So it's this fabric. It is a t-shirt weight cotton jersey in this gorgeous kind of cloud print with origami details. So there's some of the origami details. If I put my hand on, you can see the scale of the print. It's coming out fairly true to life on screen, possibly a tiny bit more red than it is. No, it's quite good. It's hard to tell these things, isn't it? But yeah, this is a t-shirt weight cotton jersey. Again, I can't remember the name of the seller off the top of my head, but you will be seeing it on screen and the price. I bought 2 meters, I think. No, it doesn't look like it. I must have bought 1.5 meters, which I intended to make into a tunic. And then it arrived, and since it arrived, I love the colours. I think they're amazing. I drape it on me. So I love the colours. I think they're really good on me. I love the print, but it keeps saying pyjamas to me, and I don't want to make something that makes me look like I'm wearing my pyjamas outside. So the original tunic shape that I was thinking of was really quite simple. I have a striped, basically it's a long sleeve t-shirt that's extended to tunic shape that I originally got from Bowden. I will put a picture up if I can find one of me wearing it. And I was thinking that I would get this and make that, but that shape is so simple that I really think it will, or I fear it will look like pyjamas. So I'm undecided whether this is going to be a tunic as I originally intended, or whether it's going to be a pyjama set. We shall see. You will find out when I've made a decision. I think if I do use a tunic shape, as I was kind of getting to there, I will have to make sure I make it much more of a dramatic shape so it looks like day wear. So I was thinking of using a funnel neck and possibly something in this red colour. It's kind of a cherry red shoulder detail or a cutout of some kind, so it definitely looks more intentional as day wear. That is my current plan for if I make this into a tunic. We shall see. And then my final item is a gifted item from Minerva, and it isn't bright at all. So you've seen cloud print, you've seen purple, you've seen pink leopard print, and now you're going to see plain grey. So a bit of a contrast, but I would look a bit weird if that was all I wore, and that's my fear really. So when Minerva sent some options of gifted fabric available, I looked for the sensible things. I did also get distracted by the shiny things, but by the time I made my request, I asked for something very sensible, and I'm really pleased with it. So this is basically a grey cotton shirting, but it's got a crinkle to it. So it is pre-washed, but the crinkle that you can see is intentional. So I'll show you some close-ups. So it's been pre-washed and it's been dried, and it hasn't been ironed because it's supposed to be all crinkled, which I think is pretty practical if I was going to be going on holiday, which I'm not because of, you know, life. Then this would be a great holiday pack type fabric, because you can put it in your suitcase in any shape or form, and it's meant to look creased, so no one's gonna know. I haven't decided exactly what top I'm going to make yet. Possibly the Cali shirt, but also possibly the Carme blouse. As I've already mentioned, I'm not really, haven't got the stomach at the moment to try new patterns due to trauma. But I mean, maybe I will. But I've got 2 meters here, so I can make I could make a Cali shirt, or I could make a Carme blouse. Those are my 2 top runners at the moment. Alternatively, I could do something that was a much simpler shape that I can just pair with. The intention is that because this is quite plain, I can put a print on my bottom half and balance it out. Again, that's me on my style journey talking. I think one of the things that I'm picking out is that I am, strangely enough, as you can probably tell, I am drawn to bright colours and to prints. Not often florals, although just because I like to be contradictory, my two favourite shirts are florals, but they're large scale. So I've learned that if it were florals, more of a digital print, more of a large scale, more of an abstract, but generally florals wouldn't be my first pick for me. So yeah, although I'm drawn to all this crazy, if you want to call it that, I don't have the skills or the stomach to combine all the crazy prints. Some people can do that and look amazing, whereas I think I need a plain top. So for example, I think this purple top could look amazing with the leopard skin ginger jeans. Lost my words then. Quite tired this week. Yeah, they could look amazing together, because although this is a bright colour, it's a plain. If I was also that and that, they would look pretty cool together because plain and print. So that is what I'm kind of thinking is my developing style. Some bright colours, but not necessarily clashing prints, because I don't find that easy. Maybe occasionally I'll get inspired, but we will see. So those are my 4 pieces of fabric. I do intend to sew them up fairly soon, which is not something I say out loud very often because it tends to doom me to failure, but I do intend to sew these up fairly soon, style journey notwithstanding, because as I say, I may pause and just wait to see what my conclusions are to make sure what I make is what I make meets the direction I want to go in the future. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I wanted to get right back to kind of the origins of YouTube sewing channels, because I don't do this stuff all that often, and I think that it's nice just to share this kind of thing. I like watching videos like this. I know you guys do too. So subscribe and follow along, and you will also see the end of the journey as I sew these up. What you can also do is follow me on Instagram, because I put almost daily updates. Most days I'm posting something and you'll see either what I'm wearing or what I'm working on. So you will be able to see even more information there if you'd like to. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye for now.